Welcome into Chase Field in downtown Phoenix. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set. Starting on the mound in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
For the Dodgers,
yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look off, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ohtani launched a homer in his most recent game. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Mookie now. There's a strike. Betts, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
One out, base is empty. Just missed. Betts went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Fielding for the wall as he makes the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate now. That's ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Back here in the desert, getting the nod in this one, Landon Knack. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's down and in. He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. The shortstop takes the ball. That's in there. And 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Up and in, ball 2. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Fires over to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot, Corbin Carroll.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
2 outs, base is empty. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. That's a little bit low. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Off the mark there. And the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. Judge getting an angle on it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Chase Field, now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Rodriguez back to work. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the third baseman, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Right through there for a strike.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
There's the swing and a miss.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Just missing there. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Del Castillo collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there, down to the bottom of the 2nd. And we're back. Now here is
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
A little bit low. And it's a ball and a strike. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Second inning here, no score. And he hits a ground ball right side. Hernandez over to first in time. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
This is Corbin Carroll. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Two down, nobody on, and that's way high. And now it's even 1-1. Base knock center field, and that keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7, the catcher.
Adrian Del Castillo will hit next.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Knack over to first. Carroll back in on a dive. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Digging in, Derek Jeter. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-0. In the air to left center. Gurriel sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. Coming off a big one yesterday where he knocked in 5. Right through there for a strike. Smith over at first with 1 away. And there's a foul ball.
Punch him out. Ball.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance. So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Punch him out.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Top of the third, no score. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance. 1 left for LA, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Just missed. Now a screamer into the outfield. 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Pavin Smith. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
1 down, base is empty. In the dirt, and the count 1-2. Base hit, left center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Gurriel. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 1. That one misses. Ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So digging in, Geraldo Perdomo.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Line drive. And that's a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Ketel Marte. Fly to left his first time. Pickoff throw. Perdomo gets back easily. In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in as we play game 1 of this 4-game series.
No, that's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
First and second, 2 outs. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in the desert, all set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Mookie Betts. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Strike to the outside corner. 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
No swing.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
In the air, right field. Carroll snags it, and there's one down. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball ripped right field. That one back, and that one is gone. A massive home run. His 17th of the year. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now Aaron Judge. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 32 years old, and he's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
2-1.
That's to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Here's the third baseman.
Number 9.
He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Over to first, and he saved.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. High fly ball down the left field line. And that drops foul. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. A little bit low.
Well, these Diamondbacks showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The 2-2. And that's outside. To the right side, but it kicks foul. Here comes a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
1 down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Adrian Del Castillo. Out towards right center field. Betts sizing this one up. And that is that. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Rodriguez back to work. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game.
Outside.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Oh, look at the stop. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Derek Jeter steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fly to left his first time. Just off the inside edge.
1 ball, no strike.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw won't get there in time, and they come away without an out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One down. Kike Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Line drive and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is singled and he is flied to left. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. And fouled off. Next offering way off the plate. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
fielder.
Here's Betts, 0 for 2 in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Go ahead run on base. Junior digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike. Hernandez, the lead runner at second. Betts on at first with 2 down. Left field. Gurriel trying to get there. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. Back here at Chase Field. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
You know, these D-backs digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swing and a ball popped up. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. A single his first time.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
1 down, base is empty. Gurriel gets a piece. Yeah, that's fouled off. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the righty deals. And that's in the dirt. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Just missed. And that one fouled off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Diamondbacks down quickly. Score remains 2-2. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hard hit left side. Toss to Naylor. Out. One up, one down. Now the third baseman.
Number 9.
That one's in there. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Thompson. Martinez getting cranked up as well. And that one upstairs. Line to left. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Throw to first in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Eduardo Rodriguez will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Puck.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Freeman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to number 86 on the pitch out of the pen here. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And that one wrapped foul. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. And that is out of play. Line drive and foul ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. A switch hitter batting right. That one missing inside.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 2-0. And that one is inside. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that one in the air center field. Junior under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's two away.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering misses badly for ball one. Foul ball there. Way out front for strike two.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
The 1-2. And that's down and away. And a base hit into left field. That'll play. And that keeps the inning going.
the first baseman, number 22.
Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Here's Josh Naylor. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Suarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And downstairs. Smash to the left side. They get the force. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Down and away for ball 1. Thompson, in his 4th year, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground to 3rd. Sends it across to first, and they get the out on Smith.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Stepping in, Derek Jeter, 1 for 2. Jeter can make it 3,500 career hits with a knock right here. That one fouled off.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate how rare this is, Boog. You know who never got to 3,500 hits? Derek Jeter.
Ball 2.
Also, Honus Wagner, Paul Molitor as well. just 5 players, and he can make it 6.
That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And a strike.
0-1.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Man at second.
0-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Throws it away. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. 3-2, they take the lead.
No, this has been a good, tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I got to think that's going to weigh on him for a little while, unless somehow they can come back and win this thing.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. This one lifted in the air, left field. Gurriel sizes this one up, makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fought off foul. In the air, center field. McCarthy under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 3. So coming into the game now on defense, number 6. He'll play second. Well, 1-run game, and now Corbin Carroll. That's through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Looking to get the tying run on base. He swung over top of the curveball. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Del Castillo swings through it for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one's upstairs, ball one. That's in there. Gonna count 1-2. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Next offering is down low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it remains 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Pavin Smith. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that extends the inning. And it's Lourdes. Oriel Jr. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Blake Trinan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And he grounds one to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Smith off of first with two away. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. His 9th homer of the year, and now they're out front. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
So up next, Jake McCarthy. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one not close. 1-1. There's a strike.
1-2.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw on to Freeman. And that is that. D-backs at a pair on the homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Justin Martinez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Betts in the box now. Take strike one. And he takes a strike. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Kevin Ginkel. Turns and fires to Betts. Just misses there.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. First out in the top of the eighth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Junior in the box now. Takes strike one. And that is downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pull that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one can make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
1 down, runner at first. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. Close, but called the ball. Ball 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Judge waits. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here, Justin Dean.
Justin Dean.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's the third baseman. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one missing low.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That clips a corner. Ground ball could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. And that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now into the game, Justin Dean. He'll be out in left field.
Number 75, Justin Dean.
Well, 1-run game. And down to shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Trying it back to work. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. And that's in the dirt. And misses inside. And there's the automatic. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
An outstanding hitter. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the duck.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Tanner Scott. On for his 20th appearance of the year. It's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. 1 for 3. Pickoff moved to second, and he's back in there. That just misses, and that's ball 1. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And that drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The other way. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
That's a good jump right there. Get 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that's in there for strike 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Suarez at third with nobody out. Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Carroll, batting with one down, takes a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And that's downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
One away with a runner at third. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Adrian Del Castillo now at the plate.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down. Runners at the corner. And the Dodgers will. New pitcher now, Matt Sauer. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Squirts away a little bit. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. First and third, 1 down. And there's a rocket into the outfield. 1 run across. Headed for the plate. The relay. Not in time. He scores. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it. And then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now here is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 out and a runner at second. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time off he'll find a hole.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base now just 90 feet away.
And that ends the inning. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Through 8 full, it's the D-backs 9. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound.
And he's had a struggle so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Smith stands in now and watches strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gilbert Diaz up and throwing. Montgomery getting loose as well. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Oh, and that liner got him. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the second out of the inning. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
So last chance for the Dodgers. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Curveball drops in for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Mantiply is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, great start to this 4-game series to get the first one at home, but these players know they've got some work to do because they could easily drop the next 3 if they're not careful. Can't get too comfortable. Get some rest, come back for the next one, and be ready to take game 2.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.